The garbage bins at Parc La Fontaine can fill up fast, especially in the summertime. It's why the city of Montreal has been exploring a new way of doing things. Instead of adding more bins, officials under the Plante administration plan to get rid of them entirely in the park with large containers only at the exits. The goal was to keep the park cleaner and get people to change their habits around waste. But officials with the new administration threw that idea in the trash.
Ce n'est pas la vision qu'on a vendue aux électeurs montréalais. On a vendu aux électeurs montréalais un retour au métier de base, s'assurer d'avoir une ville qui est propre, qui est sécuritaire. Actuellement, on ne pense pas que le projet Puliette pouvait nous aider à atteindre cet objectif-là.
It wouldn't have been the first time a project like this had been tried in the city. In 2024, Parks Canada removed all the trash bins along a stretch of the Lachine Canal, but following outcry, officials brought them all back. There are examples where small changes were successful. In 2022, the borough of St. Leonard removed all the garbage cans from 2 parks and replaced them with a few larger protected bins in the centers and exits. The borough says the parks were cleaner and that residents embraced the change. So, can getting rid of garbage bins in public spaces actually make them cleaner? One way to answer that question is to look at countries that treat public waste very differently. In some places, public bins are rare. One environmental group that advocates for better waste management says people in these places often bring their litter home.
The relation with the waste is different. You won't see a single waste in Japan or in Taiwan or in Singapore because the fines are very high and they are applied.
But would Montrealers behave the same way?
I think it probably won't work. I think people are more likely to leave garbage around in areas around the park because they don't know where the garbage bins are.
So it could do, but it takes a long time, and I think it's cultural. If you educate people, then that might work.
One urban planner says this type of change tends to work better in small communities where people frequent the same park or area on a regular basis.
There's a sense of ownership of the park, and so people will probably be more responsible and carry their trash to the edge or carry it home.
He says while it is possible in larger areas, people have to be on board.
You know, say students over the summer going around and explaining to people, not punishing people, but explaining the new approach. So there has to be a process put in place to effect this change.
Some believe this change could work if done carefully and properly. Carrel argues that changing people's behavior is a big part of having less trash on the ground.
More you have garbage cans in a park or on the street, more you have garbage. It is not because you have maybe 30 garbage cans in a park that the park will be cleaned.
He says having fewer bins in strategic areas can help, but the change must be paired with other measures.
You have to educate people, you have apply fines if people throw their garbage everywhere.
He says it's an idea the city shouldn't throw away as long as they do it right.